Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for New Year's Eve 2013 into New Year's Day 2014. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. We have made it to a new year, and I could just blow as much smoke up your ass as if I ever wanted to, but I'm not going to, because I don't do that here, and I'm not about to start that trend in 2014. We're dealing with the hardest horoscope to read, to interpret, and to give out to you on this new year. It's been very difficult for me to put the energy together to give you this horoscope, because as an inspiration, all you want to do is deliver the best news ever. And this is still good news, don't get me wrong. But when the good news is a fuck ton of work, you know, and a huge payoff at the end, you're afraid to give it because the first thing that you feel is people's reactions are going to be, you know, screw you, out of here. I'm not doing that. You know, and in some ways, I think if we all knew about these times, 2013, 2014, when we signed up for this life and showed up, I think we all kind of would have been like, I don't know about those years right there. I think we all kind of would have been like, yeah, you could check me out, or you could, find me at the bar, I mean, or whatever. Just take a look at the chart. Have you ever seen anything like this? Please go back and find something like this if you're an astrologer for me. Please, on a new year, exactly, please find it. I know we had a new moon 19 years ago on a new year, but it was nothing like this. And I can break down every little aspect, which I think I will do here, but I want to get through first that there's a big ton of work here spiritually for everybody. And what is the payoff, though? The payoff is your destined road. The payoff is accomplishment. What is Capricorn? It's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of the reality. As it goes around, it is the last planet we could see with the eye. So it does have its grip on this reality. Everything outside of Saturn is psychological and invisible. When we're dealing with Saturn, we're dealing with rules, karma, we're dealing with control, we're dealing with the reality in every way that it works. And we're having to look at our realities and completely create a reality for ourselves that goes in why we were here, the purpose, the definition. And that's what we're dealing with in a cardinal cross is definition. Definition of your relationships, definition of your feelings, definition of the name of who you are, of what you identify with, your body, the look. And then we come down to the definition of what it all is meant for. And this work that this new year brings us into is about the workload of completely breaking down every system of your life that does not get you to that road, no matter what it is that you are emotionally hung on. No matter what it is that you're stuck in, you have got to pull yourself out and go for it. It's kind of like Seabiscuit, the movie, and how Seabiscuit makes it and wins. That movie makes me cry. It's very rare that I get a movie that makes me cry. Seabiscuit made me cry. If you haven't watched it, go watch Seabiscuit. Maybe you should sit on New Year's Eve and watch Seabiscuit. But we've got to push through. Whenever you see a huge square like this, a cross, there's Tom Lesher, he's a great astrologer, he calls it the diamond, and I think that's a great way to look at it because it does look like a diamond. And diamonds are in the rough. But I think the way I look at big crosses and squares like this is it's like an aggressive, push. Square corners, whenever you hit a square corner of a wall, it hurts. Ow, But you could feel it. It makes an impact and it gets your attention. This new year is about getting your attention. I don't think God has gone into more lengths than ever to get your attention. To what are you doing with your life? And we reach these cornerstones like this new year where it truly shows you what you've been doing with your time and what it's manifested into. It doesn't matter if you're 5 years old or if you're 88 years old. When you're at this moment right now with this intense energy of Pluto, the Sun, Mercury, all up here hanging out on a new moon like this with the new moon, boom, the moon too. It is highlighting in every which shape and form where you are at in your destiny. What have you been doing with your time? Saturn's the timekeeper. Capricorn's all about time. Capricorn's always got a watch on. They are checking to make sure you're on time. And this new year is about seeing where you're at in your destined time, your plans. We have got Mars, which I think is the center point of this whole entire chart, as it is exactly squaring the new moon and squaring Pluto, and we're dealing with Pluto, so it's a Pluto-Mars thing. Pluto and Mars are best friends, by the way. They hang out together in Scorpio and are best friends. But when they're squared, it's about stepping into the right actions that lead to the right changes, or the wrong actions that lead to harsh and intense and horrible changes in your life. And I hate to say that to you. Venus retrograde, it's in Capricorn, a cold spot. Everything is, we're not in the, most positive of energies. I'm going to be honest with you. But finding our positive energy is the task at hand. The task at hand is to find positivity and to shift your life correctly to making the most out of it. There's so much fear going around right now. The fear of Fukushima all over the internet. Fear of an asteroid that's hitting us right now based off Russian government talking. There is so much fear. Fear of population, fear of not enough food that's going to happen on the planet, fear that humanity is not going to make it, fear that you're not going to be able to pay your bills, fear that you're not going to be able to survive another day, fear that you might have a health problem, fear that you might have cancer, fear that you're not going to make it through this relationship. We are seeing fear on extreme waves right now. But you know what that means? That means that we're clearing it. That means we're clearing it. We're letting this all go. But we have to bring it up to the surface. Pluto, this is uncovering all fears. This is uncovering the truth, and oh my gosh, this is as far as you made it. Do you feel accomplished enough at this point, or do you feel disaccomplished? And that's what this new year signals. In order for you to set a plan in motion to get to the accomplishment, to get to the goals, to get to the place that you really got to go this year, more than any other new year ever. More than any other new year ever. And we've got all these feelings, and we've got all these comfort zones that we're learning to grow and expand. It doesn't mean that we sit in the same spot, though, when we go, you know what, I'm really comfortable in this spot of the bed only. It's like, you got to try other ways in the bed. You've got to try other ways in your feelings, in your soul this life. Try new things. Is the other part of the pivot point in all this is Uranus is the one that is squaring everything, too. So how you act, what you push for, what you drive into Mars, and what you spark up correctly or try anew in your life is the pressure points, especially in where you might think you know it all, and especially what your emotions are caught up into. You're going to have to really just wipe the slate clean and go into this new direction and new road and trust and push through and not, think that you're going crazy because you're not going crazy. We're in the middle of craziness right now, astrologically. We're in the middle of craziness. I did a special 3 months ago or 2 months ago. It's down below. It's about chaos in the whole Pluto-Uranus square because the sun is highlighting the Pluto-Uranus square for this new year. Talk about Coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidences. Chaos is the name of the game for this new year. Chaos. And chaos actually leads us into the way that this universe was created. Believe it or not. The chaos theory. It's about how well you embrace chaos now, not how much you run away from it. When you run away from it, you actually freak yourself out. You now have to embrace chaos in your life and tame it like John Wayne tames a bottle of wild turkey on a fucking horse. You know? So it's not easy for me to deliver you this. I mean, I can't lie. When you look at this, and when you do the math, astrologers are mathematicians that know the math just so much, it's just crazy. When you know the math, that's true math right there. That is true math right there. For this alignment to happen like this and everything with the timing and the year and the galactic year and all the shifting of a new age, welcome to a new age where you got to wipe out the old age and step into a whole new one, and we're alive in the middle of it. That's called chaos. You know, that's called chaos. There's nothing to fear except fear itself. Embrace this year. Embrace whatever the chaos is. You'll actually see that it's an exciting and amazing ride waiting for you. The whole point of this horoscope is to show you that the fear, the craziness, the chaos is actually what you must embrace into, and it will go away. Because you have a plan to go use it for something good. This is a time where we could do crazy, wild things. Is it a coincidence that I can do a video for you and you can watch it on your phone while you're sitting on the crapper right now? Like, come on. That's chaos. If you would have told that to somebody 200 years ago, they would have thought that was crazy. We're in crazy right now. So embracing the crazy. I'm going to end this horoscope. This is Capricorn. These are the systems in place, the rules that we've lived in our life, okay? The way that the time, the schedules have all sit in perfect form, concreted, the concrete. With Pluto here, with Uranus squaring it with Mars, the universe is trying to pound out and completely destroy the foundation of your rules in your life. Your comfort zones, emotions as it's squaring the moon, the new moon, the highlighting of this, the way that your mind sees all this, the way that your mind has processed these rules and everything, it is breaking all of it. Anybody born around this week is on a big road this life of radical change and growth and having to be super strong. Like we are all having to in our lives right now. But love is the ultimate. Love is the ultimate. We don't even have to give anything of a definition after that. And compassion is the ultimate. And channeling God and being able to experience this reality and understand all this and embrace this chaos and embrace this new time is the most amazing thing that has ever been presented to us of all time. It is amazing. It is so wonderful. And this new year, embrace your wonderfulness of who you want to become and using this reality to make it a purpose, to define your purpose, to know why you came down here. This is a place to come down here for. It's not just we were just humans that evolved from apes and we're just here on the earth eating bananas and just made these hotels and cities. It's not that way. Do your deep history this year. This year I'm going to expose more truth than I did. Because now I've got a following and now people can start to see how we get this information. This stuff, there is so much erased from your humanity than you even realize. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of years of humanity and different places and different systems and different energies and why we're here. You've got to do your homework. You're not going to find it on Fox News and CNN. Their story is going to be, a Christmas carol that was singing at the Christmas story and how a guy jumped himself out of a mall in China, because of shopping. We have got to bring the art back. We have got to bring the history back. Do your history before you judge this art or the art of humanity and what it really is. Humanity is not dumb. Humanity is very smart. It is when you connect back with the source of what humanity truly is, then you realize that we are such amazing and fucking awesome people. That we use this new year to change the world, our lives, to accomplish something great. And we're in that in-between moment of leaving that old and stepping into the new, and that's what chaos is. And more importantly, that's what makes us think we're doomed. When really, we're on the threshold of heaven. Heaven is already here on earth, but heaven's getting an upgrade. Thank you guys for watching me this year. It's been an excellent and most amazing year to spend with you. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, the comments, the love. I love you. And use this new year to empower you. Remember your history. Remember your roots. Remember who you are. Go deep inside yourself. Study your astrology chart. Listen to everything. Be open to it all. Be open to it all. A closed mind will leave you empty. And as this new moon is highlighting on Mercury, as it squares all this, your mind has got to change the rules that you've lived by. Are you closed in a box? Or are you opened up into the truth? Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys when I return back. I'm taking off New Year's Day, so this is also for the New Year's Day horoscope, as the moon's still going to be in Capricorn, same energy. Look at this chart. There's not much else to say. Have a happy new year. Let's get it. There's a lot of work to do. And I hope you're ready for it. Later.